So let's try to make some journal entries. The given below are some of the examples. There are 26 examples and we'll be using this cheat sheet to solve these examples. I highly recommend you have this sheet too in your hand. So the first transaction right here is Ramesh started business with cash. The first step is identify all the accounts. So the first account is capital account, that is starting business with cash, and the second is cash account. The second step is to categorize each account. Capital account is a personal account, cash account is real account in nature. You can see right here this says cash account. Okay, so the third step is follow the golden rule, personal account. So let's follow this from this cash basis, so it's easier. Cash came in, debit what comes in, credit what goes out, hence it is debited. Also, if one is debited, the other one is credited. You can apply the rule, but I don't want to. The second entry is borrowed from Nikhil. So the two accounts here are, first is Nikhil, that is okay, and the second one is borrowed. So what do we borrow? That is cash or goods. So we'll assume cash as the question is not self-explanatory. So Nikhil is a personal account as he's a person, and this one is a real account. So debit personal account, golden rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. So Nikhil is the giver, hence he should be credited, and automatically if cash is received, debit what comes in, credit what goes out, hence cash will be debited. Okay, now let's go to the third transaction, purchase furniture from Mohan on credit. So two accounts are furniture account and second one is Mohan account. Mohan is a personal account. This is step 2. This is real account. Furniture came in, that is debit what comes in, hence it should be debited. And personal, that is Mohan is the giver, so Mohan should be credited. And Mohan will stand in our books as liability, and this will stand in our books as asset. Okay, purchase goods for cash. This is very basic, which will be purchase account, debit to cash account, because we have paid cash and cash went out, and purchase, that is asset that came in, so it is debited and cash is credited. Okay, so we have done 5 entries. Now let's go to the solution part. Right here I have with me the solutions, and let us try to make a question out of a solution. So this right here, F, purchase account is debited, okay, and Ram account is credited. Okay, so what can we expect? If purchase account is debited, we have purchased goods, and whom did we purchase it from? Ram, because Ram is credited, hence Ram is the giver. Okay, so it's pretty tough now. Now let us go to the next one, that is G right here, and let's make the transaction out of it, that is the question out of it. Cash account is debited, sales account is credited. So in a journal entry, every time debit comes first and credit comes second. So cash account is debited and sales account is credited. So cash is debited. What happens when cash is a real account? If cash is debited, it means that cash came in. And sales is also a real account. If sales is credited, that means that sales went out. Sales is stock, so it means that this person sold stock. Okay, we are getting some of it and some of it not. So let's try the H1. Hari account debit to sales. Okay, so Hari is a personal account. Okay, identified as it is a person, and Hari account is debited. So when is a personal account? Come right here to the personal account. When is the personal account debited? Whenever the person receives. And right here is the sales account. Sales is a real account. And when is the sales account credited? Whenever the goods goes out. Hence it seems like goods are sold to Hari, although cash is not received here, hence Hari is our creditor. Now let's check I part. Okay, so as you can see here, Hari was our creditor, and right here this is a cash account. Cash came in because it is debit right here. If real account is debit, cash is coming in. So cash came in, and whom did it come from? That is Hari. Hari is a personal account. Hari is credited, so Hari is the giver. Okay, so it seems like when Hari purchased goods for credit, now he has paid us cash in this entry. So Hari is no more a creditor. Okay, so now as we have tried the reverse way, we have our concepts a little bit much more clear. Still there are a lot of doubts, so let's study some of the transactions right here. Although I highly recommend that you should pause this video right now and open this cheat sheet with you. This cheat sheet right here. Okay, cheat sheet, and solve these equations as much as you can. So we'll be doing some of this right now. There are 26 equations. We have already done 10 or 12 of them. So deposit it into bank, that is cash, and bank are the accounts, that is step 1. Categorizing each account. Cash is a real account. This right here is a real account. Bank is a personal account. It is an artificial person. For real account, debit what comes in. So this cash coming in, no cash is going out, so it's credit. And for bank, bank is a personal account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So bank is receiving the cash, hence it is debited. Okay, now check this entry right here, which says withdrew from bank for office use. Okay, so for office use, okay, just a second. Withdrew from bank for office use. So bank right here is a personal account, but bank is now a giver, hence this entry should be credited. We are doing this entry right here. Okay, M1, and as we received cash, so this will be debited because it's a real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Now let us say this entry right here, withdrew cash for personal use. So for personal use is not allowed in a business, which is because business is a separate entity. Hence cash will be considered as a liability, and it needs to be paid off by someone who took the cash for the personal use. So right here I have with me cash, which is a real account. As cash went out of the company, it went out, and so what goes out is this account will be credited. Now the second account that is affected right here is drawings account. Drawings, or you can name it as withdrew account, or but drawing is a more systematic way. Hence if we don't know this nature of this account right here, but because we know that cash is credited and one is credited, then the other should be debited. Hence that's why we'll debit drawings and we will credit cash, okay, to cash. So you don't have to know the full all the accounts type. That is how you can cheat. Now let's check out some entries which involves nominal account. So this one right here is salary, which is expense. This one right here, received donation, which is an income. So we have received it by check and we have received it by cash. So for this one right here, there are two accounts. The first one is salary, the second one is bank or check, but we'll name it as bank because it sounds more systematic and we already have account for it. So bank is a personal account. So bank has given the money, so bank is the giver is credited, okay. And salary, as it is a expense, hence it is a nominal account. All expense and losses like salary you can see right here, hence all expense and losses is debited. Okay, so now let's see this one right here, received donation by the help of cash. Donation is the first account, cash is the second account. So donation is an income right here, hence it is a nominal account. Cash is a real account. Cash came in, that is debit, and donation is income. So income and expense, income and profit are credited in nominal account, hence it is credited. Same goes for interest on loan. Interest should be debited and the loan account should be credited, okay. This should be credited and this one should be debited because interest is an expense and it is a nominal account. So all expenses and losses are debited, all incomes and profit are credited. So I highly recommend that you do this exercise yourself. Open this cheat sheet right here. Let me write cheat sheet and solve this yourself. You don't have to worry much about being systematic because the software that we are going to follow will ask us everything and will make the journal entries already systematic. So see you in the next lecture.